Hello everyone. I've had a really busy work week, so I did not watch the Nintendo Direct because I, had work while it was live. And it seems like a whole bunch of trailers have dropped this week and just totally passed me by because, I have a job. So now with a small chunk of spare time that I have, I thought that I would catch up on a bunch of the trailers that I have missed that I feel like everyone's been talking about for the last few days. Mortal Kombat, Snyder Cut, and then I'll check out the major things from the Nintendo Direct that I missed because I don't even know what the major news was. But we are starting with Mortal Kombat trailer because that dropped today. And I did also want to talk about an article from Jezebel that a lot of people have been talking about the trailer. So we'll do that. We'll watch the trailer first though. So let's go.
First learned about this 7 years ago. On a mission in Brazil to capture a wanted fugitive.
That's cool. Get it? Cool.
When we got there, it tore through our unit in seconds.
I'm into it.
Superhuman abilities.
Oh my god. hang on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna... That's so Mortal Kombat. That's amazing. Oh gosh. You'd love to see it. I'm guessing focusing on Sub-Zero?
It's a birthmark.
What do you mean?
He was born with it.
It's not a birthmark, Cole. It means you've been chosen.
Throughout history, different cultures all over the world reference a great tournament.
Also, so far everyone's hot, so that's cool.
That dragon marking?
Always love that in my action films.
I think it's an invitation to fight for something known.
Oh my god.
It's Mortal Kombat.
Oh my. Look, I don't know what it is about the extreme violence of Mortal Kombat that always makes me laugh. Is there something wrong with me? Like, I don't know what it is, but that stuff is so funny. To be fair, okay, I think any movie that has extreme gore like this does get a laugh out of me, but I know you're not supposed to be into it, but I love it. I think it's fun. There might be something wrong with me. She said the name of the film. She said it's Mortal Kombat.
These are your champions.
I'm Sonya. That's Kano.
I'm Liu Kang.
Name's Jax.
Kung-La. Lord Raiden. The fate of Earth is in our hands.
No matter how many of my people you put in the
shot.
ground, we will not fail. Will not fail.
I would like to see the
Kill them.
I went too far forward. I want to see the sword lick bit again.
Kill them. Not fail.
Every time, am I missing it, or is it further ahead? No, I'm making that mistake. That's the first CG that's looked bad.
I am Sub-Zero.
Clearly. Oh my god! The song too, that's smart. Wow! How is there still this much left of it?
Kano wins.
G'day, mate.
Fucking beauty.
How's it going? He sounded like he was actually Australian. Okay. So, loved it. Had a great time. What I will say is they definitely, like, clearly have focused on making sure these characters look like their video game versions. That's super cool. The fact that there's a little montage of everyone saying their names, which, means absolutely nothing to anyone who hasn't played the games, means this is a thing that's going to focus on fan service, I would guess. It will make sure that it is true to the video games.
Name's Jax.
Though I actually feel like a lot of the,
The fate of Earth is in our hands.
Mortal Kombat multimedia stuff has actually been pretty good. Like, I found a lot of it to be really fun.
Put in the ground.
I don't know if this is going to be, like, a good film, but I feel like it's going to be very fun to watch, is what I'm going to say. That is a very fun trailer. I wonder what the reception has been. I often find out that my perception is so different to everyone else's, so. Game Chops. This trailer was a flawless victory. Get over here, everyone else, he said it. Pretty happy about it, so that's great. Yeah, so now I wanted to jump to this Jezebel article that asks the great question of why Chun-Li has not been featured in the trailer. Very confusing for a lot of people. Let's jump over here real quick. Okay, here we go. Who forgot to invite Chun-Li to the Mortal Kombat? A lot of people have been talking about this one. I have a take of my own. Cinema is back, baby, and in a big way. Forget the auteur films of award season where two people stand at the edge of a cliff somewhere in Great Britain pining for each other but never finding a way to make their relationship work. There is a new Mortal Kombat hitting HBO Max and life is fucking good. But then it goes on to ask a very important question. But being the astute film critic that I am, I immediately clocked a glaring error in the film. Where in all the realms is Chun-Li? If there is a battle for the fate of Earth, then don't we need all the greatest warriors gathered, which would include Chun-Li and her spinning bird kick that can knock a man's head clean off? Sounds like a pretty big plot hole to me that the ultimate street fight is supposed to be won by a ragtag team held by Sonya Blade. Well, Sonya Blade, no offense to the Sonya stans. And then they issued this update that says, update, 4:39 p.m. Jezebel has discovered the answer to our question about Chun-Li's erasure, and it is that Chun-Li is not a part of the Mortal Kombat Megaverse. Wow. So, I kind of don't even want to show this, which is a thing that goes against my rules a lot of the time. Is I don't like to tell you that people on the internet have been saying something and not give you evidence of people on the internet saying something. But in this case, it feels like I would be making fun of them as individuals. I'm not comfortable with the idea that I would be like pulling up tweets to mock these people. It feels too personal because of this content. So what I will say is first that this is posted at 4:20 p.m. specifically. But to follow up from that, ultimately, people on the internet, not necessarily saying a lot, I'm sorry that I'm not sourcing them. Again, it's something that I usually really strictly do. Have been posting this article by Shannon Malero and just really vocally talking about how it's wrong, essentially, and that games journalists are all terrible, journalists in general suck because, oh my god, how could you not know that she's a Street Fighter character and is not in Mortal Kombat? Here's my take. As someone who quite often posts jokes and have people not understand that they're jokes, this is a joke. I feel like it's so clear that this article isn't real. It's a troll article. It just seems so obvious to me. And all these tweet threads that I'm seeing of people being like, this is an example of journalism being terrible. There are many examples of bad journalism. There were articles today where I was like, this is awful. This is just atrocious. You didn't source anything. Your facts are incorrect. This is absolutely terrible. But this one is not one of those because it's a joke. If you think, sounds like a pretty big plot hole to me that the Ultimate Street Fight is supposed to be won by a ragtag team held by Sonya Blade, with Ultimate Street Fight in it, is not a joke. Also, being the astute film critic that I am, I immediately clocked it a glaring error in the film. It's clearly sarcasm. This is clearly a joke. And I feel like people are using this update here to say Jezebel has discovered the answer to our question about Chun-Li's erasure, and it is that Chun-Li is not part of the Mortal Kombat Megaverse. Wow. They're like, no, this proves that it was, how stupid can you be? Life comes at you fast is like the kind of stuff that I'm seeing. This is just them doubling down on the joke. Okay? You all got trolled. You can look through this person's articles and read them and see the difference in the writing. You can also go to her Twitter. I'm going to advise that you do not harass her, which naturally a lot of people have been. But here's the framing tweet. Joseph here said, wow, I have to know. I really absolutely have to know. The Chun-Li thing was all on purpose, right? This is what she responded with. Come on.